Hi everybody, only a short video today because I'm a little, no, to be truthful, a lot drugged. My blood pressure falls like a brick and then slowly picks up again and ends up being too high before the next one is due. So I don't know what to say. I just need to stay quietly in my room, not interact with people, because although I now have a double strength antidepressant, I still want to go wage war all on my own. I literally explode at everything and my legs are painful from pure tiredness. But it will be okay. Everything is a little out of whack because I've not taken my chronic medication for a month. But all tests came back clear, so I'm not sick, just overtired, depressed, and my limit has been reached in general. In a week's time, I'll be okay again. However, seeing that I am in the mood, I am doing what I should have done months ago. I would have saved myself so much pain and agony. This morning, yet another person or bot or squaddy was sent flying into oblivion. How many times in my video yesterday did I say, in my opinion, or in his opinion? Twice? 3 times? No. About 10 or maybe a little less or even a little more times. How clear did I make it that this and that was how I felt, or how my source felt, numerous times. Yet one person goes on and goes to the trouble of typing a whole narrative that I should not lecture anyone. They will make up their own minds. I must just give or share information. Sorry, Susie, or what the F your name is. I have information and an opinion, and I shall share both on my channel, my information and my opinion. You don't like it? Well, it's easy. Go elsewhere. I'm over it. So 100% over it. I do not even know what she refers to. Maybe she referred to the pieces from the Bible which I quoted. Well, if that is the case, I'm sorry. William is supposed to be a Christian who will supposedly become the head of a Christian church. And you don't like that? Then, sorry, like a Hungarian-born director, Michael Curtiz, said, there is nothing I can do about it. Also, if you're upset about me talking about Jesus, then also, too bad. I grew up with Jesus and will die with Jesus and will call on his stories and lessons whenever I wish. Now, I respect all religions. You go and be you, but respect me and mine, and let me be me. If you see that as a lecture, then bugger off. I'm not going to go look for you. At least I was kind and I helped you on your way. Bye-bye. Cheerio. But talking about Michael Curtiz, according to David Niven's autobiography, Bring on the Empty Horses, the incident occurred when Errol Flynn and David Niven were mocking Curtiz's English on the set of The Charge of the Light Brigade. Curtiz yelled, "You lousy bums, you and your stinking language. You think I know fuck nothing? Well, let me tell you, I know fuck all." Cute story, and one I share regularly. Anyway, I have a question. Is Harry going to jail in England for contempt of court? I want to know, and Judgy, better be ready to answer that question. Is Harry going to jail for contempt of court? You see, Judge, some of us keep record. On Wednesday, the 21st of January 2026, Harry testified under oath in a court that he only met Charlotte Griffiths once at a friend's home in 2011. And he said that he had no idea that she was a journalist at the time. He told the court while under oath that he found out the next day and cut contact with her. Well, as you all know by now, some email between Harry and Charlotte Griffiths had been provided on the last day of trial. You see, old Harry is lying, and lying again. Do you remember that he was specifically asked whether he ever used Mr. Mischief on social media, and Harry denied it. He said, "I've never used the name Mr. Mischief." Now it appears that it was indeed Charlotte Griffiths who referred to him as Mr. Mischief in her Facebook messages to him. Indeed, Harry and Charlotte Griffiths extended a handful of messages in 2011 and 2012. In one message, Harry joked about drinking her under the table, and another ended with, "Ah." In her evidence, Charlotte did say that both her and Harry were at a country house kind of party hosted by Arthur Landon. And in one of her messages to Harry, Charlotte wrote, "Hello, Mr. Mischief, what a fun weekend of naughtiness. Can we all get up to no good in the countryside every weekend? Damn it. Smooches, CG string." This message on the 1st of December 2011 was in response to Harry's message in which he wrote, "It's H, in case you were confused by the name and the picture," and he ends it with an X. In another email, January 2022, 2012, Charlotte Griffiths wrote that they missed Harry at a mutual friend's home the previous weekend, and wrote that she was in Closters watching a snow polo match in support of Centre. And Harry replied, "I wish I was there, sugar, but unfortunately stuck in Cornwall doing army stuff." He ended the message, "Hope you're really well, Griff. Miss our movie Snuggles." Harry also disagreed that they were together at a house party in Ibiza. He said the only time he had been to Ibiza was with Meghan and Archie in 2019. But Charlotte Griffiths says in her statement that she spent a number of days over a period of time in December 2011 and January 2012 with Harry. Charlotte G. also said in her evidence that she studied at the same university as Chelsea Davy and that she remained in the same circle ever since. The thing is that this is either Harry's little bit of grey matter deserting him completely, or he's drug-addled brain is now done, gone, fried. Or lastly, my dears, he is straight out lying. And I personally think he is just utterly and totally a liar. I think that once he was reminded of, his relationship with Charlotte, he should have gone, oh yes, wait, we did meet more than once. I can't remember exactly how many times, but when I found out that she was a journalist, I stopped communicating with her in person and online. That would have sounded so much better, my friends. And indeed then closer to the truth, and no one would have been able to prove otherwise. In other words, whether he knew she was a journalist or not. But no, no, he had to overdo it and say they met only once, which, as you can see, is utter nonsense. But the thing is, he had to lie in open court. Because why? Because he thinks he is man's gift to the universe and can say what he wants, when he wants, and where he wants to. By law, Harry should be charged with contempt of court. But will he? Will he? Likely not. And again, Harry will not be taught a lesson, and thus he will continue to do what he does, purely because no one has the guts to treat the king's son like any other person. But I'm prepared to wait. Harry says that no matter what the outcome of this case will be, it was still worth it because it is about, and I quote, the systems that shape and influence all our lives. Thank you, Meghan Markle. We don't know what you mean, but thank you anyway. Okay, guys, and off I go. Take care and stay safe. Bye.